A trans mother debates Beth Walsh on womanhood.
Hi, Matt. I'm transgender. I'm born and raised here in New Mexico. I have a graduate degree in information technology, marketing, business, and finance. Uh, I own my own home. I pay taxes. I have a six-figure job.
Nice.
I'm a respected professional in Albuquerque. I'm a mother. My life experience is that I'm an awesome person. I am well liked. I'm responsible, and I think I'm pretty cool. You touched on something. You said something earlier that for you, when somebody calls you a man, it doesn't faze you because, like, you just know that you're a man. That was interesting to me because I feel the same way about my identity as a woman. My question leading up to this, you've asserted that no one would ever see me as a woman, that nobody would ever see or could see a transgender person as a woman, and yet I have dozens of friends from diverse backgrounds, women from the reservation, a woman from Japan, several immigrant women. I have my coworkers, I have my boss, my VP, my CEO, all respecting me as a woman. My family, my long-term friends who...
I mean, they might respect you to not get cancelled, lose their job, be seen as transphobic. Maybe the immigrants knows that, hey, if we support them, they care about us through empathy. They're not gonna bite the hands that feeds them. So, a lot of people should go out mostly getting drunk with their trans friend and start talking honestly, because I've seen that end in a very bad way, in the way that they actually admit, well, I don't really believe, but I just go along with that because it makes you feel good. It's horrible. It's really hard.
who are actually here with me. All of these people assure me, like, I'm a woman. They'll tell me, girl, like, there is no way you are a man. They see me as a woman.
Why?
So the question,
Okay.
how
Finally.
can you assert that nobody would ever see me as a woman when my material experience tells me you're wrong?
Okay. It's interesting that that's the part of my talk you chose to ask a question about, because that's not in my talk at all. I don't believe I said that no one would ever see you as a woman. I mean, it's possible, I suppose, that you could fool someone. Now, you brought this up, so I have to tell you that you brought this up. You've put your identity on the table for conversation. And so I'm going to say you wouldn't fool me at all. I mean, I see a man 100%.
Yeah. That's a no-brainer.
And I think that most people would. Now, the fact that you have people in your life who are saying to you, oh, you're totally a woman, that's exactly what I'm talking about. No one in my life has ever once said to me, you're totally a man, Matt. You know, if a friend of mine called me on the phone and said, listen, Matt, I want you to know you're really a man.
I would be like, I know. Why do you keep mentioning it? You don't need to mention it. Dude, let's just play the game.
I would think that there was something wrong with him. I would say, why are you saying that at all? It doesn't make any sense. So the fact that this is a conversation to begin with tells me, it only proves the point that I'm trying to make, that your identity, even in your own mind, is up for debate. It's something that you need to be assured of. Mm-hmm. Now, what I would like to ask you, again, because you're standing here, and so you've brought your identity on the table for discussion. So how do you know that you're a woman?
It was first when I heard transgender persons describe their experience in their own words, and this was only about 2 years ago. Hearing somebody describe things, it was a woman from like England, describing her experience, her childhood, her teenage years, and it blew my mind to be listening to her, because it was just some podcast that I was listening to while I was like doing laundry. But it blew my mind to hear somebody so eloquently and precisely describe things that I had experiences
What
that
was
I
the
had
description?
experienced.
What did they say?
Okay. So,
Ooh, this might be trouble, because you can't say a social norm that is related as a woman when most people want to remove the social norm to reach equality. You're actually pandering to the thing that most women want to be separated from.
I am honestly hesitant. I know that you touched earlier about the difficulty that transgender women might have in describing their identity, but I want to state, I honestly don't feel that you would engage in this conversation in good faith.
Then why are you
And
here?
so-
Why did you stand up to talk to me if you don't want to have a conversation? You're saying that you discovered that you're a woman. I'm asking you how you did. That's a very fair question.
Okay.
How do you know that you're a woman?
That's fine. All right. So first of all, listening to transgender people, and it was like, okay, this is a one-off, one person describing these things. Things like looking at yourself in the mirror and not recognizing yourself. Hearing compliments like, you are such an example, like a positive masculine role model. And just hearing that and being like, if...
Wait. I don't get compliments at all. Now in my 40s, for some odd reason, I'm way hotter than before. But when I was young, the fact that somebody just gave me a compliment, I don't know what that is. So the fact that you're telling me if people give you a compliment, you're going to feel good about yourself, I think any person that dresses a little more feminine or identifies as a female is going to have that experience. That happens to a lot of kids. When grandma wanted a daughter, dressed the kid as a daughter for a while, and then suddenly they realized, damn, I got a lot of attention. I guess I am this gender because there's way more compliments.
It feels like they're talking about somebody else. It means feeling alone, even when you're surrounded by guys, even when you have a lot of friends, and I was active in like Boy Scouts. I'm an Eagle Scout. I had great masculine role models my whole life, and yet I never felt like I belonged. I felt welcome and
But
included.
why does that make you a woman?
Because
As opposed to just a man who doesn't get along with some other men, or a man who's depressed, or a man who doesn't feel at home totally in his body, which, by the way, is a pretty universal human experience. Everybody goes through it at one time or another. So in what way does that make you a woman, though?
It's kind of weird because I've been in this position and my pastor just told me for 1 year you're not allowed to talk to a woman, and it pissed me off. Why did I not like to speak to men? Because they were progressing in their puberty properly in a way that they felt comfortable going forward, and I did not. I just enjoyed different things. So I felt a little odd and I thought I was different. I'm just lucky that nobody told me, hey, I think you're a woman.
And it's interesting you're telling me that you listen to the experiences of other transgender people.
Well, yeah.
But what about women?
So
Because trans women are women, you would say, right?
I would say that, yes.
Exactly the same?
Yes.
Okay, well then why do you need to hear the testimony of quote unquote trans women? Like how you pick any actual woman in this room? In what way do you know that you belong in the same category as them?
I know because they tell me. So here was
You need them to tell you what you are?
women. Yes. I trust the opinions of the women around me.
And if most women-
It's incredible. You might try it sometime.
If most women voted and said they don't see you as a woman, would you say I'm not a woman anymore?
Yeah.
If who?
If most women voted and said they don't see you as a woman anymore, would you then relent and say I'm not a woman?
I would say most people on the planet have no idea who I am. I'm going to trust the opinions of the people who've spent their lives with me.
That should be enough. Live privately, do your thing, and stop trying to change the laws of everybody.
But you are relying on other people to tell you who you are, is what we're establishing.
For context, I know you like to say, everybody's rah-rahing and supporting transgender people, and yet they're still killing themselves, etc. But I'm standing here in a room full of people applauding you and asking questions like, how can I put out legislation here in New Mexico, my home state I grew up in, to try to reverse transgenderism? I'm not safe. And it
How are you
wasn't...
not safe? You just said you're standing in a room with people who disagree with you and you're perfectly fine. So how are you not safe?
Ooh.
Okay, look, we're going round and round.
Yet, that's why you always have to stay on topic and tell them, hey, come back. Let's finish one, isolate the incident, instead of jumping over and over and finding a topic that makes you feel more like a victim.
You don't want to answer any of the questions. Maybe we'll end with this because we're talking about womanhood. So people can probably shout out the question I'm going to ask you right now.
Okay.
But you know that you're a woman.
Yes.
What is that?
So gender is a social thing.
I
It
know.
only
I don't want
makes
to hear
sense
that.
in
What is a woman?
Yeah.
What
No.
is a woman?
What is a woman?
The word woman, define in the dictionary. Go.
A woman is somebody who is included and respected and seen and participates in society, recognized by other women. If you speak with women,
Circular definition.
that's mine, whatever.
Okay. All right.
Isn't that cute? But it's wrong!
All I can say is this. She said it herself. It's all about seeing how people perceive her from the outside, and that will validate how she might feel as a woman. As a guy, nobody told me that. Nobody treated me respect. They always called me the F word. They always said I looked a little feminine. I just thought I actually feel like a man. You can define what type of man a man is supposed to be. But I was like, I'll just be a different feminine man that's very funny, that can still attract specific types of girls. And in the end, it worked out for me. I never thought I need to chop up my body because I know if I put the tattoo, maybe in a few years, I'm not gonna like it. Just like most job, just like most girl, just like most family member, just like most enemy that I know, within a few years, your opinion is going to change. But hey, that's just me. I wish this person the best. She, oh yeah, you do your thing. But there is a certain level that people need to be able to affirm. And I find it rather weird that Matt Walsh made a good point. Why the heck are you trying to be the thing that you want to be, but you don't ask the thing that you're trying to copy, but you decide to ask a copy how to feel about a woman that you're trying to copy? That's like me asking a black man, hey man, how can I be a white man? You seem to be interacting a lot with white men. I'm like, it can work, but you're not gonna get a good result if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, like, share, hit the bell notification. See you guys next time. Peace. Let me know your opinion.
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Put a fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam turloqueta verdeta welcome.